But you trust Zito in some of these circumstances because he gets it.
Come on, for a reason, I just like him naturally.
In these situations, the objective is to be difficult to beat, and Zito is as tough as they come, right? And he is one of those managers who walk into a team and doesn't get bogged down about processes and having to get a team through a cycle of torpor and team building and all of that. He just wants his team to win football matches and be difficult to beat. And I think that this one was remarkable because this is a very untested team, very young team. For almost every player in that group, this is their first time playing outside of Ghana in a competitive game, right? And for someone like Hubert Jehu, had a difficult start when he came in. I remember when they signed him in the first Super Clash when they played Accra Hearts-Evoke in the President's Cup. Yeah. He was not trusted to start. He came off the bench. And so for him to have a fine day like he did and come up with the goal that he did is something that will do a lot for his confidence and for his Kumasi Asante Kotoko career. I have not liked the way everyone is throwing Wydad in the face of Kotoko. And the team has not even had the time to enjoy what they have accomplished. Look, what happened yesterday was remarkable. It's the first time in 55 years that Kotoko have won in Nigeria. It doesn't happen all the time. And so when a team does something like that, you need to give them the plaudits. Look, I'm just going to conclude by saying...
You're throwing me an indirect shade.
No, not you.
At our editorial meeting this morning, I was throwing with dark stuff in front of people saying, "Make we."
Oh, then let me also throw some with that stats in your face. But what will excite Kotoko fans? I get it. Wydad are probably still favorites.
Yeah.
But there is no cause for alarm. It is not the Wydad team that beat Hearts-Evoke 6-1. A lot has changed since then. There is a new manager.
But there appears to be this mental block coming up against North African opposition.
Not necessarily. Because the same with that, Kotoko have beaten, in fact, everyone is quick to point to 2002.
Yeah.
What they don't tell you is that in 2004, Kotoko met the same with that in the playoff stage of the CAF Confederation Cup, the maiden edition of that.
Yeah, yeah.
And Kotoko beat them over 2 legs. In fact, Kotoko went away, did not lose. They drew 1-1 in Casablanca, and then beat them by 2-0. Charles Taylor created both goals in that game in Kumasi. And so when it comes to head-to-head, Kotoko actually have a decent record, except that on that day in Kumasi in 2002, people simply can't seem to move on. But I'm just going to say this, yeah? Since Wydad won the CAF Champions League in 2022, they have not exactly been great. Look, the last time they won the league was in 2022. They have not won it since then. They finished 6th with 44 points at the end of last season, 28 points behind the eventual champions, Raja Casablanca. No, that was in the 2023-24 season. Last season, Wydad could only manage a modest 3rd place with 54 points, 16 points behind eventual winners, RS Berkane. Their best finish since winning the league in 2022 was the 2nd place finish in 2023. When AS FAR Rabat, the Royal Armed Forces of Morocco team, pipped them by a point. Look, this is a new team. In fact, last year, the former president, Haidari Nasisi, who is now incarcerated for drug trafficking and some other money laundering and some other related issues, his tenure ended. He moved on. There is a new president called Hikam Aimena. He is the one in charge of the team. There is a reason this Wydad has dropped to the CAF Confederation Cup and is not even competing in the Champions League. I get it. Okay. They are a strong team. Okay. But let's not act as if this is the all-timer Wydad team from 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.